Thank you for becoming a volunteer teacher at WOSmith Music School. It is through the dedication of individuals like you who generously give their time, energy, and expertise that we can transform lives through music. The mission of WOSmith Music School is to make affordable, quality music instruction available to children from low-income families. Our aim is not necessarily to produce professional, college-bound, or even lifelong musicians. Instead, we provide students with an opportunity, and they gain musical skills along with the many benefits and byproducts of studying music. Skills such as discipline, time management, cooperation, confidence, and resilience are cultivated as students learn to play an instrument or sing. WOSmith Music School provides students with access to music instruction they might otherwise never receive. This is made possible through the generosity of our volunteers and donors. At WOSmith, our volunteer teachers come in with extremely varied levels of music teaching experience. Some are seasoned professionals with years of experience, and others have never taught a lesson before. Both types of teachers are welcome here, and their time and efforts are extremely valuable to us and their students. With that said, we want to make sure our teachers understand how things work at WOSmith and what is expected of them and their students. This will help eliminate possible setbacks and empower everyone involved. Students at WOSmith can self-select their instrument at age 9 after passing a music notation test or completing our basic musicianship class. The broad topics covered by this class and test are rhythm counting, notes and durations, musical symbols, finding notes on a keyboard, note names on the treble staff, and note names on the bass staff. More specific info about this class can be found on our teacher resource page by clicking on Basic Musicianship. Students should find this class to be helpful in their lessons later on, regardless of which instrument they choose. This means that, in theory, students should begin with a base of knowledge. In practice, sometimes they forget much of this info over the summer or winter break, so it might require a bit of a refresher in their lessons. Our students come to WOSmith with a wide range of musical experience. Some students have regular music classes at their school and are actively involved in other musical opportunities outside of WOSmith. Some don't have music classes at all outside of here. Students commonly have gaps in their knowledge due to inconsistent or non-sequential music instruction at their schools. We meet students where they are and try to help them make progress from there. When you're notified that you have been assigned a particular student, you will receive some basic information about them: name, age, instrument, and contact info. If they have not taken lessons here, then that is typically all you are likely to get. If they are returning to take private lessons and we have a recent progress report on file for them, then you should receive that alongside their basic info. This progress report will contain info on what they were previously working on, their strengths, things that they need to improve on, and more. This info is compiled by the WOSmith staff after a student completes a progress assessment at the end of each semester. You can learn more about progress assessments by watching our progress assessments video. Throughout their time at WOSmith, your students will be provided with what they need for their lessons. This includes an instrument, music books, a practice journal, and any accessories like amps, cables, tuners, metronomes, straps, strings, picks, reeds, oil, and much more. During your first lesson, you might need to take your students into our instrument library to pick out an instrument for them to borrow. There are a few things to note here. Look at the instrument's tag. If it has this tag, then it is meant for in-building use only and will not be checked out to any student to take home. If it has this tag, then it is ready to go and it has been checked recently. If it has this tag, then it is most likely ready to go, but you should definitely check it over first since it has not been checked in a while. There is a QR code and a link on the back of the tag which will take you to an instrument resource page on our website. From there, you can select your instrument and watch instructional videos on how to get started, find fingering charts, and other useful links. Please encourage your student to go to this page or include this as part of your first lesson together. On that first day, you should find an instrument, take it to your lesson room, and get started. Once your lesson is finished, please come up to the front desk to let us know that this instrument needs to be checked out to your student. This is a great time to ask us for any additional materials for them, including specific books or other instrument needs. We have an extensive music library at WOSmith, and we encourage you to check it out often. If you don't see the book you want for your students, just let us know so we can try to get that ordered. There's a diagram on the pillar as you enter the library, which can help you find the section you're looking for. The library is also used for students to work on homework, to host a few classes, and to give students and teachers easy computer access for listening and watching videos. On your first day of lessons, we suggest that you arrive a few minutes early, sign in at the front desk, and a staff member will let you know if your student is here, and they'll show you how to check for yourself in the future. If your room is unoccupied, you can go ahead and get set up. Otherwise, you can sit in the lobby or go check out the library while you wait. When your student arrives, a staff member will make sure you meet to get started. If a parent is around, this is a great time to introduce yourself and open lines of communication if desired. If your student does not have an instrument, you can take them into the instrument library to pick one out. From there, you can head into your lesson room, get to know your student, and get them started. You should assign them anything they need to complete or practice before next week. When your lesson is over, walk them up to the front desk to check out any instruments, books, and materials before they leave the building. From there, you'll meet with your next student if you have one and repeat the process. At the end of your time that day, feel free to stop by and let us know how everything went. If you are new to teaching or would like more guidance on getting started, please check out our First Lesson Tips video. You can also contact us to ask for any advice. Here are some common questions we hear from teachers. Can my student switch instruments? Students can switch instruments only once during their time at WOSmith. This helps to prevent students from quitting an instrument when it becomes difficult, and it gives them more opportunity to gain the byproducts of their lessons as discussed earlier. Please let us know if your student has questions or concerns about their lessons. Can my student perform on a recital? Yes, we typically have around 10 recitals per year, and sign-ups will be available at the front desk next to your sign-in sheet about 3 weeks prior to each recital. Can I contact my student or their parents directly? Yes, but please use your judgment on this. Depending on the situation and the age of the student, it might be best to send all communication through the parent. It might also be better to email rather than text. WOSmith staff are always happy to coordinate communication on your behalf as well. When do progress assessments take place, and does my student need to complete one? At the end of each semester, all of our students who take private lessons need to either complete a progress assessment or perform a solo on one of our end-of-semester recitals, the 3 holiday recitals in December, or the 3 end-of-year recitals in May. This gives us an updated timestamp of how they are doing. Put simply, they should be making progress and valuing your time and commitment. This assessment will take place on the second to last week of the semester at your regular lesson day and time. For more info on progress assessments, please watch our progress assessments video. The WOSmith staff works hard every day to knock down hurdles that get in the way of student progress. If we can do anything to make your time here easier or better, please let us know. We are very excited to have you involved at the school. Thank you and welcome to the WOSmith community.